Alright, so this question is calculate amount paid in taxes. So in the bucket arrays, 2D arrays, for every single each bucket, so one represent upper, the other one represent percent. So I'm just going to summarize well the question. So in the one bucket, right? So 3 represent price, 50 represent tax rate, right? So I'm going to say percent, and then basically you have total income of 10. So you don't actually need to care about like what is the value. I mean when the value is greater than 10. So you just find out the difference between the last value and then the 10, right? So let me just give you a quickly example. So here's it. So you have $3. So you have $3, right? $3 represents $3 over here, and then 50% represent what? 50%, and then the 7, right? 7 was the next bucket. So the difference between the 7 and 3 is actually 4, right? 7 minus 3, which is 4, right? And then the rate is what? 10%, right? So now we have what? We have $7 so far, right? And our income is 10. So the next bucket for the price is 12, right? And we don't need that much beyond. So it's going to be what? 10 minus 7, which is what? 3. And the percent is going to be 25, right? So you will get $2.65. So again, this is going to be super easy for example 2. So it doesn't matter your tax rate is 0 or not. So when you use $1, then it's $1, right? Then it's 0%. And this value is actually greater than the income. So it's going to be what? 2 minus 1, which is 1, 25%. So this is pretty much the idea. So this question is actually pretty irrelevant, but whatever. So what do you actually need to code? You need to return value for double. So it's going to be double text 0. And then you also need to store the previous value. So when you traverse the bucket, you know that what is the next bucket. I mean, what is your previous bucket, to be honest. So I have a I'm sorry. So I will have a upper represent the current value. So I will say current price. So current equal to bucket 0, and also what? The tax rate, right? So which is what? Percent. Tax percent equal to bucket 1. Okay, now we need to check like if the current value if the income is greater equal to the current value, which is in a range, right? So we can what? We can just keep adding the income. Oh, sorry. So the current minus the previous multiply by what? The tax percent. PERCENT divided by what? 100D. Sorry, 100D represent the double, right? So you need to convert to double, right? So 50 is integer, right? And then you will store your previous to current. So this is pretty much the idea, right? So once your current is what? Is more than the income, which is 12, like just imagine. Then you need to what? Tax plus equal. So you only need what? The income which is what? Income which is 10 minus the previous one. Previous it should be what? Previous 7. So it's going to be income minus 3 multiply tax percent divided by 100. Then you can return tax right over here. Just in case that there's a multiple array after the value which is greater than your income. So this is pretty much it, right? So when you see there is a value more than your income, then you will return right away. Otherwise you will just keep adding, and this is not the case you want to deal with. Alright, so what do I miss? Bucket? Oh, I spelled this wrong, right? Okay. Let me just change to this one. Alright, so this is pretty much the solution. So let's talk about the time and space. This is going to be a space constant. This is going to be a time. All of n represent end of the brackets. So this is the solution. So I will talk to you later. Bye.